All right, hey guys, Jerry from Showtime Audio. Just wanted to show you Mata's beautiful 38 Chevy. So this is a gorgeous car. It's actually one of my dream cars. So we're doing all the wiring, right? So as far as the stereo, electrical, lighting, switches, I mean, you name it. So we just wanted to walk you through what's been done so far. So we ran 1-aught power from the front, and then there's also a 1-aught ground. So if you can see, it's got this compression fitting through this through the trunk floor, and it runs into right here. And then we built up a steel bracket to mount the fuse holder, and then these are all the power wires for the amplifiers. So Hondo did an amazing job. We still have to like neaten everything up, but I just wanted to show you the level of detail. So everything is braided, heat shrunk. Look at that. So even all the wiring, RCAs, it's all prepped in a harness as if it came. He also welded up this steel bracket, which supports the air ride compressor, as well as there'll be a tank that lives up there. Viair system is kind of cool. It has a cooling fan and these rubber isolators, so it keeps it from vibrating the vehicle so much. If you look down here, all the ends are heat shrunk, so you know power. All your speaker wires, we have ferrule connectors, so that increases the longevity of the install. And then if you look all in here, you can see that everything is flex braided and mounted, right? So it's just super neat, super clean, really functional. Here's your power wire, and then we still have to clean some of this up, but this is a gauge for the air ride. So one of the big things that we really like to do when we build full-blown show cars is we build what we call a command center. So it's a central location where we try to put everything that's accessories or everything that's extra for the vehicle. So we built this ABS panel, and then this is a like universal fuse box. Right now it's just labeled temporarily just so that we know. And these are all the relays. So this is the horn relay, underglow, air ride, dome light, LEDs, and ignition. And then, so this fuse box has splits just like a real fuse box. This is your constant, this is your ignition, and then here's your ground, this section here. So the nice thing about that is it allows you to add in things down the road. So if we need ground later, we have ground lugs. If we need constant, if we need ignition, we just can add it in, and it's fused and nice and neat. This piece, we're gonna mount it to the firewall. So it has these, so we still have to clean this up as well, but if you can see, it's all kind of neat and organized. And we have this length on it on purpose. We wanna be able to bring it down so that we can service it and put it back up, right? So now that doesn't happen very often, but again, with everything we do, it doesn't matter if it's a brand new car, an old car, a show car, we want it serviceable, right? Because that thing I hate the most is when you get a car and whoever did it prior just made it really difficult to work on, and so it makes it really difficult to change anything, adjust anything, add anything. This way we kind of future-proof it a little bit by giving ourselves power ground ignition, relays. I mean, everything is here, right? So but just wanted to show you the level, and then this cover will go on, and then all the fuses will be labeled on this cover. Right now it's just temporarily taped and done up, and then this will live up against the firewall. We'll show you that once it's actually in the vehicle. So we also added all these switches. These are billet aluminum LED style switches. So this piece is, we laser cut this, and it's gonna be a piece of black acrylic, and all the switches will be mounted to it and secured. Now all these switches are on plugs, so same thing, if we ever have to service it, we can remove it, swap the switch, and put it back in. So again, just try to keep everything as serviceable as possible. If I turn on the lights here, you can see all the switches light up, including the horn switch, which is over there on the left of the steering column. All right, so it just makes it super neat. This is gonna be the bass knob and epicenter control. And then same thing, as you can see, we even added a harness for the radio. So obviously in a 38, they did not have an aftermarket radio harness, right? So what we do is we put in both parts of an aftermarket harness so that this way, if you ever go to change the radio, let's say 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you want to change the radio, literally unplug it, rewire this harness or buy a new one, plug it in, and you're back in business. So you're not married to the radio that was in here maybe, let's say 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20, whatever it is, right? So again, trying to make it as close to like a factory fit option as possible. All right, so just to show you the continuing on. So this is the crossover networks. It has 4 sets of components in here. So this is the rear deck and the rear door. There's another one on that side for the other rear deck, other side of the rear deck and the other rear door. And we still have to clean some of this up, but just wanted to show you. So we built these ABS panels, mounted the crossovers, and then the crossovers are mounted to it. In the front, we built some and they're in the kick panel. They're up against each kick. So again, everything is mounted, everything is secure, everything is terminated. So it has the best possible chance for like lasting a long time and being very durable. In order to get the wires ran, before they were just kind of run through the side and the seat was like kind of pinching on them. So what we did is we machined a hole in here, and then this is a plastic grommet so that the wires can pass through and we don't have to worry about them getting cut or pinched by the steel. So we did one on each side, and then there's a panel that hides all this. So there's nowhere you can, there's no chance of damaging any of the wiring. So again, trying to go to make it like if this car came with it from the factory, this is what we think they would have done as far as routing the wiring, making grommets and harnesses for everything that we do.